Michael, thanks for today.
My pleasure, thank you.
You could have spoken for longer.
Yes, Yep, so bearing in mind, I usually speak for a whole day.
Okay.
So 30 minutes to me is like...
Right.
Yep.
Facilitate, though, for a day.
Facilitate training,
right.
yeah.
So I know your skills. I've been trained by you. What was that, a few years ago? I've been trained by you. I understand how you work and how your brain ticks. What I didn't know was how to read some of these very visual slides you had up today. I'd love for you to explain to those who weren't here sort of what I thought looked like metaphors, some key messages to the agents in the room.
Yep.
What can other agents or other professionals watching this take from said analogies? What were some of your key messages today?
Some of the key messages within it are, so hidden behind the stories, right, is what we're talking about. So hidden behind the stories, the first story that I told was about the king and the wise counselor. And what it is rethinking our limiting beliefs about our abilities, right? So oftentimes in the work I do, people are like, literally, they see someone on stage and they're like, man, I wish I could do what they're doing. I wish I could be like that. And then they start telling themselves these really terrible stories. And I get those people. I coach those people. And oftentimes a lot of it is just rejigging those stories, those narratives. And a lot of them can come from when they were kids at school. You know, they've had a pretty bad negative experience, and they've had people around them that didn't help to change that story, that narrative. So the story I tell in there is just to kind of get people going, shit, actually, it's not a God-given talent that you either have or you don't. All of this stuff is a learnable skill. And that goes across the board for everything we do, right? Like, for people when they first come into real estate, they might look at someone who's performing really well and go, oh, how can I ever get there? And it's like, they can.
Yeah.
You know? And if they shift the way they think around about it too, that'll help. Some of the other metaphors and stories in there, you know, the realization for me of... You know, I talk about when I did my first 3 presentations and how I lightly touched on the surface of the secret of the art of speaking well. And what it was in that moment, and maybe it's my ADHD brain that was seeing what was happening in front of me, I was watching my peers deliver just boring content. And I was watching the effect it had on the audience, and I was watching the effect it had on them as a speaker. And I literally freaked out and went, I can't do what they're doing because I'll get the same result. So I tried something really different, and I got a different result. And I think that story is across the board for everyone as well, is that we need to be different. We need to stand out. We need to try new things. It could have failed. It could have gone, you know, it could have not gone the way I wanted it to. But it was the trying something different that is the key story in there. And there are plenty other stories. The key story within there is the 5-part message model story that I share with them. But anyway, I digress. Please continue. Please continue.
For any newly licensed agent coming into, you know, it's not necessarily about presenting on stage, right? Presenting to a vendor, to a buyer, being persuasive.
Yes.
So what are the 2 or 3 technical easy wins that can be in a fresh toolkit for a professional, an agent, any other professional who needs to enhance their art of persuasion using, you know, being verbal, using their words?
Yep. So 3. So I'll go, one of the killers in all the work I do is people lack preparation. So it doesn't matter what environment they're going into. They get caught off guard. What I've found is there are 2 different styles of approaches to stuff. There is anxious and there is avoidant. So half the people I work with are anxious, which means they over-prepare stuff, which means they come across as really scripted and really inauthentic and fake. And then you've got the other side, which is avoidant, which means they put 0 preparation in, they kind of roll in and they really lean on their charisma.
Okay.
Yeah. So people are in those 2 brackets, and what I'm trying to do is get them to move. Like, where's the center ground of that, right?
Yeah.
It's good to be able to be so prepared that you're able to walk in there and just be natural. So you want to steal a little bit of that charisma from people, and then the others want to steal a little bit of that preparation as well. So it's finding the middle ground. So I'd say find your middle ground and prepare. That would be one. And then the other ones would be figure out, talk to people. You have this unlimited amount of knowledge around what is the problem that your customers are actually experiencing. And it's there, right? It's on websites, it's on customer success or feedback. It's all there. And if you start collecting it and start putting it, even if you start using AI to sort of start seeing pattern recognition detection, what you're going to see is that there are some serious common problems that your customers have. And if you can start talking to them in their words back to them, people just go, have you been kind of like, how do you know so much about stalking?
Yeah.
Have you been professional stalking? And it's like a little bit, Because what you've got is personal insights into the emotional struggle people have. And if we want to be persuasive, we use emotion, not logic, right?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
a bit of a combination of both, but we're really leaning more on that emotional side of things. The last one would be that whole self-belief. And one of the things that I found interesting is I'm working a lot right now. So I'm doing a leadership development program with Barfoot Thompson, right? And what I've noticed is that is baffling for me is that the people coming on the workshop are the award-winning sales agents. And you would think that maybe they stop, right? And it's like they don't. For all the agents that I've met, the ones that are actually doing the best are the ones that have an attitude of never stop learning and growing.
Refine, improve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're never done.
You're never done.
Awesome. Yeah.
Which makes sense for an ever-changing world. And skill development is kind of cool, and people can see it and feel it as well.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Is there any little lob you want for any particular message you want to get out?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.